In Praise of Folly, Dutch title, Lof der Zotheid, is an essay written in Latin in 1509 by Desiderius Erasmus of Rotterdam and first printed in 1511. Inspired by Italian humanist Faustino Perisauli's Triumpho Stultitiae, it is a satirical attack on superstitions and other traditions of European society as well as on the Western Church. Erasmus revised and extended the work, which he originally wrote in the space of a week while sojourning with Sir Thomas More at Moors of State in Bucklersbury. In Praise of Folly is considered one of the most notable works of the Renaissance and played an important role in the beginnings of the Protestant Reformation. Content in Praise of Folly starts off with a satirical learned encomium, in which Folly praises herself after the manner of the Greek satirist Lucerne, whose work Erasmus and Sir Thomas More had recently translated into Latin, a piece of virtuoso foolery. It then takes a darker tone in a series of orations, as Folly praises self-deception and madness and moves to a satirical examination of pious but superstitious abuses of Catholic doctrine and corrupt practices in parts of the Roman Catholic Church to which Erasmus was ever faithful, and the folly of pedants. Erasmus had recently returned disappointed from Rome, where he had turned down offers of advancement in the Curia, and Folly increasingly takes on Erasmus's own chastising voice. The essay ends with a straightforward statement of Christian ideals. Erasmus was a good friend of More, with whom he shared a taste for dry humor and other intellectual pursuits. The title, More's encomium, can also be read as meaning, in praise of More. The double or triple meanings go on throughout the text. The essay is filled with classical allusions delivered in a style typical of the learned humanists of the Renaissance. Folly parades as a goddess, offspring of Plutus, the god of wealth, and a nymph, freshness. She was nursed by two other nymphs, inebriation and ignorance. Her faithful companions include Philotia, Colochia, Lethe, Misoponia, Hedone, Hanoia, Trophy, and two gods, Chamos and Nigratos Hypnos. Folly praises herself endlessly, arguing that life would be dull and distasteful without her. Of earthly existence, Folly pompously states, "You'll find nothing frolic or fortunate that it owes not to me." Reception. More's encomium was hugely popular, to Erasmus's astonishment and sometimes his dismay. Even Erasmus's close friends had been initially skeptical, and warned him of possible dangers to himself from thus attacking the established religion. Leo X thought it was funny. Before Erasmus's death it had already passed into numerous editions and had been translated into Czech, French and German. An English edition soon followed. It influenced teaching of rhetoric during the later 16th century, and the art of doxography, a praise of worthless subjects, became a popular exercise in Elizabethan grammar schools. See Charles O. MacDonald, The Rhetoric of Tragedy. A copy of the Basel edition of 1515/16 was illustrated with pen and ink drawings by Hans Holbein the Younger. These are the most famous illustrations of the Praise of Folly. Its role in the beginnings of the Protestant Reformation stemmed from the foundation of critique which the essay laid against the practices of the Church and its political allies.